What a guan? What a guan, people?
Yo, I changed my shirt and the nigga bust out the pipe.
Yo, what is? Yo, I could have did the year again. I could have, but
Remember, we gotta count them years, bro.
Yeah, you gotta count the years. But yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Quality Time TV. You already don't know who it is, so I am going to. Okay, we got a little echo, but it's all good. You don't know who it is, so I go by the name of DJ Deem. I'm in the building. Who else I got?
I'm in the we nigga said I'm we. Deem on one right now. Nah. Yo,
I gotta stop doing PCP, man.
No cocaine, bro. No cocaine in my brain. That's what he said.
Word.
Your yard shit, you can't be doing that, but you don't know who it is. So let me introduce myself. It's your boy LAUD Sama. Uptown's in the building. The BX finest, you already know. And we got a special motherfucking. I'm sorry, I gotta stop cursing. You do it.
Yeah, we got a really special guest in the building, man. I'm a huge fan of this guy, DJ. Actually, he schooled me the other day. Milhouse. We got Milhouse in the building because he's not being boxed in. What's good, bro?
What's good?
I hear that. No boxing.
Queens in the building. Queens in the building, man.
There we go. Queens get the money. Niggas still screaming.
Okay.
Who we got in the chat? Pretty Rita. What's up? Zaddy T. What's up? Rim Castro. Let's get it. Thank you for tuning in. D Vibes. What's up, Miss Cece? Ocean Walls. Steve Carrillo. What's up, man? Got you over here. Ocean Walls. What's good? Newborn. What's good? Who else we got? BX. You put
big.
You got a typo. That's supposed to be a BK.
Who else we got? BX. Big. Uh-oh, echo.
Yes.
Big Bumba Cloud BX. You done know.
But yes. Thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode. We about to hop into these topics because as you know, Instagram likes to cut us off after an hour. So we going to hop right into it, man. We're going to address the biggest elephant in the room right now, man. Mr. Hova himself has become a part owner of and is becoming, right? Did he sign off on it yet?
I don't think so.
Not yet.
I mean, after all this attention, they probably curved that shit anyway.
Right. So, so he's becoming a part owner of the NFL, and the internet has gone crazy on this, man. So we got a little clip. Let's pull up that clip from one of the meetings that where they asked him would he rather kneel or stand. I
think he was actually on ESPN.
It was ESPN, right?
Yeah.
Let's pull that up real quick, just to bring a little bit of context for those of you who live under a rock and don't know what's happening right now.
We love you too, though.
Okay. I think we passed kneeling. I think it's time to go into actionable items. I think everyone knows what the issue is, and we're done with that. Everyone knows what You know what the issue is? You know why we were kneeling? Okay. Do you know the issue? Yeah. Do you know the issue? Yes? We all know the issue now. Okay, next. Where are we moving on next? And I'm not, again, so to be clear for the room, I'm not minimizing that part of it because that has to happen. That's a necessary part of the process. But now we all know what's going on. What are we going to do? How are we going to stop? Because the kneeling was not about a job. It was about injustice. Let me bring attention to injustice. Everyone's saying, how are you going forward? And Cap doesn't have a job. This wasn't about him having a job.
Kneeling, what you saying?
Okay. I think we passed kneeling. I think it's time to go into actionable items. I think everyone knows what the issue is. And we're done with that. Everyone knows what that
was Mr. Hova himself addressing what the real issue was, which was police brutality, right? So with all of this going on, there's a lot to peel away, but I want to start getting y'all opinions on this because there's a lot that we could dig into this. So Milhouse, what's your take on the situation with Jay-Z with his remarks on this and also the situation as a whole? I see you over there. You got something on your mind, man. He's already laughing.
I mean, shit. I think him getting in was a good thing. I mean, some people don't agree with what he did, but I mean, him getting his foot in the door enables like change to be made. And I think somebody has to get their foot in the door in order to make these changes. So, I mean, if anybody, why not him? Like we've seen what he has a proven track record. Like, and we've seen the things he's done. I mean, like I feel like it's a good person to do it, and I feel like it's a good strategy. Like as long as he does what he's supposed to do, I don't have any problem with it.
Right. Right.
Yo, that brings me back to what's the difference between me and you? You talk a good one, but you don't do what you're supposed to do. Real shit. All these niggas, that's how I feel. Y'all niggas talk a good one. Y'all talk a good game, but a niggas actually trying to step inside the battlefield and take on all these motherfuckers for us. And the one thing niggas is focusing on is, yo, he did this, that, and the third to JD. Don't get me wrong, that was fucked up what he did to JD. If he took the deal, he told him not to take. But let's keep it a buck, like it's Jay-Z. Like, come on, it's Jay-Z. He's a businessman, not a businessman. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he don't care about all that. But when it comes to taking care of his people, he was on the front lines when it came to fucking 21 Savage, when it came to Meek Mill, when it came to these people that was getting murdered by the cops. Like, when it comes to donating tour funds to schools and little kids, and like, come on. So all of a sudden, Jay-Z turned into a monster because of one thing. Y'all niggas are fucking bugging. First and foremost, since Jay-Z started telling people what he doing? That nigga don't move in silence like a real boss. Like, so the little bits and pieces niggas get, they grab onto it and make a million different stories out of it. Come to find out later on, it's probably gonna be this nigga owns a team and he got Cap a starting position as quarterback, and y'all niggas gonna have to eat y'all words. So that's the shit that I don't like. Like, everybody quick to jump to like conclusions without even knowing what's going on. There wasn't even a deal in that. Like, it was just like a maybe. Like, it was a rumor. Like, niggas don't even know if he's actually gonna sign anything, and everybody already at his throat. So this shit is just crazy. Black people, they own worst enemy. And like, what with the whole kneeling or standing shit, like, how could you be mad at him for saying, like, yo, what's next? Like, this example, I've been waiting to say this shit all fucking weekend. Like, nigga, like, dogs, Martin Luther King, right? That nigga got the civil right. That nigga, Jesus Christ, that man got the civil right. He got the
thank you.
He got the civil right.
It's my friend, brother.
Right. He got the civil rights movement passed, the Civil Rights Act passed. He led a bunch of marches and stuff, right? But what actually got the act passed was him in the courtroom with a bunch of educated people working out policies and actually creating change. It wasn't marching. Marching brought attention to the subject, but it wasn't a march inside the court intimidating the judge like, yo, you gotta change the law or else. So when it comes to Jay-Z getting a foot in the door, that's his way to actually change things. Kneeling is great. Like, you kneel during the NFL game, it's needed. It's needed to bring attention. But after that, then what? Then what comes after that? What's the policy? You feel me? And like, Kaepernick even came at his neck and was like, oh, you could never, like, I guess you could never diminish the role of what the kneeling was, and you can't like just basically overlook it. And I'm like, the nigga never said to overlook it. He even stopped and clarified in the clip we just showed. Like, yo, I'm not trying to say kneeling wasn't necessary. Like, it was necessary, but where's the leader now that's gonna step up and bring about change instead of just the entertainment? Why the fuck black people love entertainment so much instead of substance? Like,
that's just
where's the substance, my nigga?
It's human beings in general, bro.
No,
like,
because
we literally have a chemical reaction to stories.
You know why that's bullshit? You know why that's bullshit? Because in Beijing right now, niggas been protesting for weeks, bro, maybe months.
Right.
But they're actually getting shit done. It's not just about the spectacle. In China, in Hong Kong, especially since it used to be like ruled by the British and now it's not really under Chinese rule like that. Them niggas practice protesting as like a pastime, my nigga. Like, niggas be like, the way you be like, yo, let's go play ball. Them niggas like, yo, let's go protest, my nigga. Like, you feel me? But they get shit done.
I get it. I get it.
Can I interject real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you talking about how Jay-Z moves in silence. There was one thing I didn't agree with, if this is true. How I was having a discussion with my friends about this, like how Jay-Z said he spoke to Cap about this before making the decision, but then it was kind of like publicly said by like Cap's girlfriend, like that Hov never spoke to Cap. So that was like the one thing. If it was true, that I didn't disagree with. Like
who said
like,
who said that he did that? Who said Jay did that?
I
It
believe
was just like out there in the rumor mill type shit.
No, I believe it was Jay. Like it came from like somebody from Jay's camp. Like it was actually inside. It wasn't a rumor.
See that? Then that. I just come on, Hove. I just wasted a lot of breath, Hove.
Nah, that's the one. That's the one thing. Like, I not saying he does or he doesn't have to talk to Cat, but like if he didn't, like, why say you did?
Exactly.
Or,
right.
Yeah, that's my point. Because I don't personally. You don't gotta tell nobody shit.
You don't gotta check in with nobody.
Hell no.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So that was the one thing.
Right. Over in the chat, I just want to go through these real quick. Ocean Ball says, yeah, I think Cat made more money after kneeling than during his NFL career. Newborn says, I don't know what niggas hating on. He came from dirt. Zaddy T says, we always, and shout out to y'all for tuning in, by the way. She says, we always need one of us to have a seat at the table. You can't take away what the man has done so far for the people. So far with prison reform and giving back. Cooler than mints. Thank you for tuning in, bro. Let's see what else we got going on. Newborn says, niggas are bugging for real, for real. Peralta knows best. What's up? Thank you for tuning back in. She says, yeah, I don't see the problem. Better him than a sellout. Naturally Shay, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Ocean Wall says, but let's stop kneeling and get shit changed. All right, so can I play devil's advocate? Is that okay?
Go ahead.
Is that okay with the people?
Is
that okay? So this
got it.
I agree with everything that everybody's saying, but I can see from both sides as to why people would be upset. And it's because of this very strong word that we have in the English language called hypocrisy. And you got some people that were saying something and then going and doing something completely opposite of what they were just preaching maybe a year ago. And the way how I see it with Jay-Z's situation, I respect what he's doing for the NFL, but I also feel that he has enough power to create something of his own to be able to get people away from the NFL. And I understand that some people probably won't go towards that because they might be taking a pay cut. But at the end of the day, this is us being able to change the narrative forever when it comes to NFL. And Jay-Z actually has that power. Kaepernick has that power right now. They could have started up their own league. It's not like it's not possible. It's not like he doesn't have the resources to do it. I'm just putting that out there.
That's real. I think he could, but I don't think he could do it himself. Just like Ice Cube started the Big Three, but he didn't do that shit by himself. You feel me? Regardless. So yeah, they could take a step in that direction, but I don't even know, because you got to get the football players into that kind of mindset, and them niggas won't even unify and come together, and they're the ones with all the power, because without them, the NFL has no product. They have nothing to show. Right. So if they won't even come together to help themselves now, like, you think they're going to come together and be like, yo, we going to maybe go to a random league and possibly not get paid? Like, them niggas.
But everything is a risk at the end of the day. Like, Jay-Z joining right now is a risk.
But how many of them niggas looked at Kaepernick and Eric and all of them like, yeah, y'all niggas is bugging. I need this check. Because let's keep it a buck. Football players, only the stars get paid like that. The rest of them ain't getting really paid like that. So they just like any regular person, like, yo, I need my job. I got a family. I got a house. I got bills. Like, I'm not.
And you got to think about it. That the average length of a football career is not long either. So your window of opportunity to get that bread in football is not long. Like, I think they said the average career is like maybe 3 years. You in and out.
Yeah, some retarded shit. Like,
it's in and out, and your pay is not really guaranteed. And if you can get hurt, they could cut you, and they don't got. It's not like the NBA, like, where you still get that check, like where your bread is guaranteed. Like, so. I mean, I can't even be mad at them for wanting to get their paper. They got an opportunity to make millions.
Right. 100%. I'm just putting it out there that I just feel like with this situation going towards, like, it's almost like you're putting a band-aid on the issue, I think is what the internet and the people are looking at. It's like, all right, we could fix this entirely, but Jay-Z becoming a part of it is just fixing a small bit of it. Now we're okay with going back to the NFL. Now we're okay with supporting them. But granted, what happens now? Let's move forward. Let's think in the future. If another situation like this happens and we get another Kaepernick that does kneel, what are we going to do about that? What are we going to expect Jay-Z to do? Now there's a higher level of expectation because he's in that seat. Granted, it was just about police brutality, but it evolved for Kaepernick himself into a whole different situation.
Honestly, I hope there's not another Kaepernick in the sense of somebody that comes out and kneels and like, because even that, like, the people that want us to be focused on kneeling or standing aren't the ones that want a resolution to this shit. It's the ones that are like, yeah, keep them arguing about some dumb shit so they don't really come attack us. It's
right.
The niggas in like the Policemen's Benevolent Association or whatever the fuck is called, the PBA, them niggas who are unionizing the cops, and every time they kill a nigga, they back this motherfucker and get him off with the those is the motherfuckers that want niggas to be like, yeah, is he kneeling or standing? Like, but for us, we need to focus on what matters, and it's change. Like, buy some of these fucking politicians. Like, that's my thing. Like, let's stop fronting. Like, Trump made it clear the time the front is done. Like, we know how America works. Put your money up first, and niggas is with you. No matter, they'll support the devil literally as long as he giving them some chicken. Like, so my nigga, we gotta put our money where our mouth is. We spend all this money in Gucci and Louis and all these other niggas. Like, how about we spend it on ourselves? Like,
that's another thing. That's another thing. We be mad at something for a week and then, or a couple of days, and then it's like
3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
Right.
Like at first, it was for 3 days. It was blackball Gucci, but then Gucci puts out some new hot shit.
Yep.
Or everybody's back. I see all y'all Gucci slippers this summer, man. Stop fronting.
Yep.
I seen all of them in your IG photos.
Yeah.
Over in the chat, what we got going on over here? Urban Classic, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. Ocean Wall says, "Here go Deem." Yep, here I go. Zaddy T says, "Not going to happen." Urban Classic says, "It's not always a realistic situation for the current. Yeah, he definitely can't do it himself." But we got Zaddy T says, "Completely not realistic in our generation." Yo, y'all getting on me, huh? Whatever. Urban Classic said, "It's like 100 people to a team. They not getting shit." Ocean Wall says, "That's the utopian mindset." Urban Classic says, "I want to see what Jay-Z does now that he has a piece of the pie. That's the determining factor." Absolutely. That's kind of what I was saying. What happens now? Zaddy T says, "My friend was in the NFL. It was the NFL. It wasn't the NFL. That league is realistic in our generation, and the legacy it has is created. It created will be really hard to break. So what Jay is doing is smart because now he has the chance to make change from the inside." Right. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Miss Berries and Shaisha Lovin. Thank you guys. Yeah. So very interesting. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen in the future with this, and what Jay-Z does, what the NFL does, what's going to happen next season. I want to watch the halftime show too. I feel like it's gonna be like Summer Jam or something.
It's gonna be lit this year.
It's gonna be lit, yo. It's gonna be a whole hip hop con. It better be a whole. It's gonna be Made in America.
Yeah, right.
Slowly take that bitch over, man.
Right.
He'll do something that makes sense, like actually have the Migos perform at a Super Bowl in Atlanta,
right. Right. So there's some positives that may come out of this.
It's gonna be lit.
Especially for the music. It's gonna be lit. Yo, it's gonna be a whole hip hop. It better be
Jay-Z
a whole.
is
a
GOAT
in himself, Made in America, and the guy has done great things. But speaking of goats, I want to go ahead and hop into this next topic real quick.
Yes.
So this one is funny.
Yeah, this one is very interesting. Very interesting. I think we just had to pull the clip up so people could see where we're getting this from, just to understand the context. So let's go ahead and run that clip.
All right. Over continues. It's not over.
Okay.
You know, some would say this is the time where I think most people would put their feet up and, you know, just enjoy the fruits of their labor and, you know what I mean, just, you know, receive their accolades and receive their praise and, you know, and whatever, and get ready to gear up for the next step. I was already, while I was on tour for 100 days straight, I was already, you know, mapping out the next move. You know what I mean? I was already doing it. So when this next one drop, you know, yeah, they're going to put me like GOAT level.
Okay.
Yeah, that Tupac word, you know what I mean? And I ain't even, you know, it's just going to be my own realm, but they're going to put me GOAT level for sure.
Bro,
legend.
That was the baby himself saying that he will be as big as Tupac from his next album, and that was very interesting that he thinks that. And we went through the comments on this post when it went up, and somebody typed this up. They said, "These new niggas are way too arrogant. How do how do you let them turn out to be the full of punk motherfuckers running around? Then somebody comments and says, facts, bro, these niggas interviewing them are pussies. That's why they want the clout. Nigga named the baby. Then he puts the skull clown.
The baby is far from a punk or pussy.
I was about to say the baby
right?
knock a nigga the fuck out.
That's 2 words I wouldn't use to describe the baby.
At all.
Word. Word. But oh wait, my bad. Went to the wrong clip. But word.
Yo, in the chat though, I'm about to run through. Yo, Rockstar Role Model, good looks, Brady. Thank you for tuning in. Roz X Deegan. What's up? Roz said, why all these young niggas think they Tupac are gonna top him? Zaddy T said, the baby is a whole troll, LOL, a whole Cabbage Patch Kid. He bugging, ha ha ha. Unique, wow. Unique, what? Urban Classic said, yep. Roz said, bro, on God. Peralta knows best said, man, he's like the 5th new rapper. Roz said, these interviewers are straight dick suckers. Wow, my God.
Wow.
Only one I'll say that about is, nah, I'm not going to do that. You know who he is beefing with. Roz said, Peralta said, with that bullshit, Urban Classic said, chill, the baby top 5. He top 5 of the new generation. He not no fucking pot. No mean.
We gonna get into this. Hold on.
Roz Deegan said, I've never seen an interviewer press these artists besides Vlad. Peralta said he's nice, but nah. Newborn said he fired though. Peralta said just leave the legends alone. Rockstar Role Model said let that nigga be great. Why you can't aspire to be great? The thing is, he can aspire to be great, but as far as saying like he's going to be Tupac or some shit like that, yeah, I like that. I like what Peralta said. Just leave the legends alone. Like, how about we stop fucking comparing like Jordan to LeBron, LeBron to Jordan and whoever to whoever. You feel me? Like, fuck that, bro. Because you're never one gonna get people to agree. You're never two gonna be able to really match those accolades because it's a whole different time period. If the baby came out when Pac was out, he would not. Nobody would give a fuck. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he would hit the way he's hitting now. Like it back then. And the baby is fucking nice. He's my favorite new artist. You feel what I'm saying? But the whole actually, I think he might have. He would have switched his flow. He wouldn't have this flow now. He wouldn't have the flow he's using now. But he's nice, so I think he'd be able to make it. But as far as being Tupac, bro, like his influence, nah. His influence is not on Pac level.
But timing is everything, though. Like,
true.
You can't. It's hard to say what would have happened if the baby might have been a different person back then. You know what I'm saying? Like even bring it back to the basketball argument. Like, Jordan played in a different era than Bron with different people.
Right.
Like,
exactly. That's why you can't compare them.
You can't compare. I don't think you can compare generations like that. Like, it was different rules back in that NBA. It was a different NBA. Like, a whole different NBA back then when you compare Bron and Jordan.
But what if you did it the other way around? Would Tupac survive in 2019? Being non-biased as possible.
I don't know, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't know, my nigga, because there's a bunch of niggas that's still alive right now that can't survive in 2019. So
exactly.
I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. Like my thing is, I get it. Everybody's saying don't compare them to the legends, but what are you gonna compare yourself to? What is great then? What is great?
What are you gonna for this time right now? You're great. Period. And I'm working on becoming a legend. Period. Don't be like, yo, I'm working on being like this nigga, because you cannot ever fucking be that. Like you're not in the same time.
Of course, so, you're not. We're all individuals at the end of the day, but you have to have somebody that you look up to say, I'm going to get to that level and then past it. And that's beyond music. That goes to basketball. That goes to probably even chefs cooking in the kitchen, saying they trying to be like, I forgot that white dude, that Hell's Kitchen dude, or like painters or something. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay. I'm gonna be the next. I'm gonna be better than him. But you know, you got to have somebody to compare yourself to. DJs do it. DJs do it.
If you don't believe in yourself, who gonna believe in you?
Hey, and that's the thing. Like, I'm not saying not to believe in. I just don't like. I don't know. I just don't like the whole this bullshit ass. Every time a nigga drop, he's the GOAT. All of a sudden, like, nigga, what? You dropped one song.
All right, I don't respect that. You the GOAT? That I understand.
Like, the baby's been an artist for 1 year. How in the hell could he be the GOAT?
But he all right. So he did self-proclaim himself as the GOAT. Like, he's going to be the GOAT. He didn't say that he was yet. But is that being confident at that
Going
point
to
to
be,
say
if
that
he
in
said,
a year? And
he said
it's
going
been
to
done
be,
before.
yeah.
It's been done before to reach high levels of success. It just happened with Cardi B within 1
It
year.
just happened with Lil Nas.
With Lil Nas X, 1 year. You can achieve those levels. Yo, so if Lil Nas X at the beginning of Old Town Road say, yo, I'm gonna be the top #1 artist on Billboard, I'm beating out Michael Jackson, I'm beating out Drake, y'all would have said that he was talking shit too?
I would have
he
said
did
he
it.
was
He did it.
bugging, but until he did it, then I'd have been like, okay, he did it. But I'm still gonna say he's bugging at first. You feel
But,
me?
yo,
Like at the end of the day.
But I think the way the world works, if he said he would have did, it probably wouldn't have happened because some people would have made sure that shit didn't happen. I bet you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I that's how I feel. I feel
Remember-
like if he straight up came out, because he's humble and he's chill and people want to support him. But I feel like as soon as he would have pulled that cocky, arrogant card, and they would have been like, all right, hold up. Let me bring you back down to earth real quick.
Let me check you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, 6ix9ine did it with that Breakfast Club interview. He said this is going to be your most watched interview ever.
Yeah,
and what happened?
He told the truth.
He did it. So was he being confident? Was he being arrogant? You know, which one was it? For 6ix9ine, you know, he's a different type of artist, but it's a pattern that we're seeing more and more with these younger artists. They're all having a level of confidence that I don't think artists that we had growing up had. You had respect.
Because
you did have respect, but you would never go check the hottest artist like that.
I feel like they got all the information at their fingertips, so they have the ability to feel that confidence, because every fucking artist is insecure at the end of the day because they just want their work to be loved. You feel me? But if you know, like, yo, in Wichita, Kansas, there's a million niggas that love me, like, you're gonna be like, nigga, suck my dick, I'm the best pussy. Who you talking to, nigga? Like, you feel like, so they have all right to feel how they feel, but as far as just coming out the gate saying you the GOAT, nah. If you say you're gonna be, sure, nigga, get your money, nigga. I'll never downplay a nigga that aspire for greatness. Everybody should, but to just outright say, yo, I am, nah, blood. You gotta put in more time than that.
Right. I see the chat is moving
the chat
right
is
now.
I don't know if you want me to start.
Yeah, we got.
God, I left.
It's all good. It's a lot. Let's see where we gonna start at. So Urban Classic says, so how long y'all gonna hold on to legends though? He can be great in his own generation. Boom.
Yes, that's what we saying.
So where was I? Because another message, yo, y'all was really in here though.
He not fresh out the gate though.
Wow.
I mean, fresh out the gate, as in like mainstream. I know Lil Baby, the Baby, sorry, been making music in North Carolina and shit. But as far as mainstream, like, nah, he's not no damn GOAT.
So I'm gonna skip through because it is a lot. Zaddy T says the Baby is really nice, but he has not hit legend status. It takes time. It takes time, my guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Urban Classic says I would always compare myself to the greatest if I want to be the greatest. Why would you compare yourself to someone mediocre? Mr. Joe, thanks for tuning in. Newborn says the funny thing is he only said he would be like a great. What's wrong with that? He never said he was going to be better than him. Urban Classic agrees. Isaac Deegan says, yo, Lamar, Deem, real quick question. What makes someone a new artist?
No, I mean, it depends. If you talk,
what's your definition of a new artist?
Like new as in like you just reached mainstream, I guess, notoriety, or new like you just dropped your first song? Because those are the only two like differences to me.
What about you, Milhouse? What's your definition of a new artist?
See, that's tough because I mean that's kind of tough to me because like the Baby might be new to us, but the Baby's been around for a while, or like a little while.
North Carolina,
right? In North Carolina, yeah. Like before the Baby popped, he had music before he popped. But like, I guess you consider them new when they break into that scene. But like, he's not really like new. It's not like this is his first project and this is like his first music ever made. So it's kind of, to me, it's kind of hard. I guess when they break into the scene, you can consider them a new artist. Like.
Urban Classic going blood right now. She said, and hold on, I'm just gonna read the last one.
Go ahead.
So that man been on his grind, and y'all know his name now, so he on his way. Period. And we're not knocking him for that. I think there's like miscommunication going on here, because if My thing is, if he said he is a GOAT already, that's what I have a problem with. If he said he's gonna be a GOAT, I totally agree with that because he's the nicest new nigga in my opinion. You feel me? So after time, yeah, he'll hit that status, but out the gate, hell no. And she said, and don't act like there aren't underrated underground artists that are the real GOATs out here. And that's 100% true.
That's fact.
That's
Who's
100%
that?
true.
Who's that?
Niggas be like, MF Doom is the GOAT.
Yeah.
And MF Doom is fucking nice, but he's not gonna get that type of fame and that notoriety.
I think that's what the definition is. Like, what do you consider a GOAT? Like, there could be many forms of it. You know, like, who's the GOAT? He didn't say he's the GOAT of hip hop. He just said he's gonna consider him a GOAT. Like, he could be a GOAT in his own regards. He didn't say I'm gonna be the next GOAT, Tupac.
Yeah,
he's gonna be a GOAT long term.
I'm about to say, in his own right, he might leave the game being great.
Mm-hmm.
He's having a good start. So
right,
I mean,
right. If he keeps that shit up, like on some Jay-Z shit, hell yeah. He needs longevity. My thing, one of the biggest things to me for you to become a GOAT status is longevity. And like without that, that's why I don't take new artists, like new mainstream artists serious when they say they're the GOAT, because like you might have been super popping where you came from, but as far as worldwide, like you have to be like known worldwide, critically acclaimed, like been out here doing it for a long time. Like niggas will call Will Smith the GOAT of like actors.
Life.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
real shit. Because he's been out here. Because he's been out here doing it. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why he's the GOAT. Not because he just made one hot movie. Like
so.
What?
I'm guessing what we're saying is you need time in order to be a GOAT. You cannot be a GOAT within your freshman era.
But it's nothing wrong with saying I'm going to be great.
Yeah, like, nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it is. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying he's going to be great.
All right.
Nah, no way.
Just want to hop back into the chat. So there's a couple other things that I saw. Rockstar Role Model says our culture in general love tearing each other down. Instra Joe says I think it's a different game today because life is moving at 1,000 miles per hour faster than the industry used to. The hundreds game changed what defines a GOAT. It's the same reason why 6ix9ine felt he was the best. And I mean, technically 6ix9ine did a lot of stuff that no other artist has ever done before, ever.
Numbers is number. This goes back to this goes back to the Jay-Z. I mean, the Jordan LeBron for me. It's like, what if Jordan didn't retire for those 3 years, and he would have? We keep forgetting. We never mentioned that period where Jordan went and played baseball, or anything like that. LeBron played way more games. Probably like he's gonna have a longer career and all that stuff. So like the numbers make it look like.
Yeah. One thing, I'm happy Rise said this because I was about to, and on your same point of numbers, you could fudge numbers like a motherfucker right now. There's a whole heap of ways for you to automate your numbers and make that shit look realistic.
Absolutely.
So even if, if you're popping, if you popping, you could be popping, but you could give yourself that extra fucking boost to make yourself look extra popping. You know them niggas that will have like 6 or 10 million followers, but they only gain 20,000 views. Like, you gain 20,000 views, but we could tell you don't have a full 10 million followers, or should be getting way more than that.
But they could, honestly, but it's probably that they don't have the keyword impact.
Well, then that's another, and I don't. Do you think the baby has GOAT level impact?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't care. Bash me in the comments. Bash me in the chat. I don't care. I don't think the baby has that impact.
He will.
Nipsey had impact.
Right.
XXX and Tentacion had impact.
And Nipsey didn't have the numbers, but he didn't have the numbers.
6ix9ine had impact.
He did.
6ix9ine ran Instagram.
You go ahead. I'm not.
I think you bring up a valid point. I think impact is key because go back to that numbers argument. You might have somebody that has 3,000 followers and some have 10, but the person with 3,000 followers, he might have more impact, more engagement than the person with 10,000. So I'd rather give me the impact, give me the engagement, give me that stuff rather than the numbers. Because I mean, at the end of the day, the numbers is whatever, but you got niggas like Kid Cudi that have a cult following. You get what I'm saying? Kid
Right.
Cudi doesn't
Yeah.
travel.
Right.
But if Kid Cudi throws a concert tomorrow, selling the show out because when he was in the game, he made that impact and he made fans for life. I'd rather take Kid status than be hot in the game for a year and out.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. If Kid Cudi tell niggas, yo, we mobbing, he gonna be on the front lines like, niggas
right?
You feel me?
But look at what Kanye did like a couple years ago at Webster Hall when he told them he was having, he shut that whole block down and he wasn't even there.
Nigga.
That's impact. That's impact. Over in the chat, because y'all still going off over here. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Thank you everybody that is tuned in. Quality Time Network is the only network paying for your attention. Make sure y'all go to that website and get paid to watch. Also, if you guys want, feel free to share the chat. There's a little arrow in the lower right hand corner. You can hit that and send it to a couple of your friends and family. Let them know what we're talking about on here. I'm gonna hop around.
A paper plane.
It does, right? Little paper plane. Shout out to Instagram if y'all watching. So let's see. There's a lot going on in here. I'm just gonna hop around. Zaddy T says he definitely doesn't have to be mainstream out the gate, because Weeknd was amazing underground. He didn't need Drake to put him on to be a GOAT. So she's also calling the Weeknd a GOAT. Urban Classic says also the way we define GOATs in those times is very different than how we look at them now. 100%. Rockstar Role Model says longevity is great, but time moves faster now. We have access to too much music. Right. And it goes to another thing. I mean, how much music did Pac release when he was in his career compared to how much music these new artists are? Even look at Future. Russ. Wasn't Russ dropping a song every day for like a few years? Yeah.
No, 1 year.
1 year.
That's how he got on. That's how he broke into the industry. Currency did the same shit. He dropped a mixtape every month for like 11 months. That's how he broke into the industry. So it's if Pac was alive now, I don't know like where he would be, like if he was a new artist now, because his message is still there, the songs are still fire, but it's like, would people even tune in, or would they be like, yo, this some conscious shit?
To bring it back,
these niggas do.
Yeah, to bring it back to that point though, like as far as consuming music, stuff doesn't stay around that long these times. Like back then, you might have had. I because what albums used to drop on Friday. I used to go to the Wiz Cop albums. Like,
the Wiz.
The Wiz. Yeah, I'm dating myself right now, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you might have had like 1 or 2 albums a month or some shit like that. Now you getting 5 every. You know what I'm saying? Like every, like you getting 5, 6 albums. Like you don't stay. It doesn't stay around as long. So if you make an impact and people are still listening to your album like a month later, then you doing a month later, you're doing something right. Like you could be out of there in a week.
Right.
Yep.
Because you said, I want to hop into this one comment right here. Urban Classic says, she says, if it's only about numbers, Lil Nas X the GOAT right now, because then he just broke all the records.
OD.
I mean, honestly, this is a serious question. Can we really consider Lil Nas X being the GOAT right now?
He's the GOAT of interracial hip hop. That's the way I look at it. He done brought everything and everyone together. That's the way I look at it. I'm not gonna hold you.
I can't.
If we gonna separate hip hop into categories, he's the GOAT of interracial hip hop, because that country shit and the hip hop shit blended together and took him past MJ, Drake, every fucking body. So like, he won. He won.
I mean, he did. That's impact. Milhouse, what's your take? I see your face over there. You thinking about something?
I mean, listen, no hate. I'm happy for him. I'm proud, but like, because of what happened, because of them taking his song off Billboard, it brought extra attention to it. So like the controversy around it kind of put a light on the song, and then like it was like, all right, well, we're gonna take it up the country charts, and then you get the biggest country artist in the game to go do the remix, and it's just like
sounds like a segue to me. That's what it sounds like. Appearance equals success.
Oh man.
I mean, I just think the controversy around it helped timing the situation. Like it just No hate at
No,
all.
absolutely. I mean, you bring up that's a very valid theory. I mean, I'm gonna say theory, but
Yeah,
I don't want anybody getting on you and like trying to attack you in the
yeah,
chat. But nah, it
yeah.
makes sense. Controversy sometimes brings attention, and sometimes you need that appearance to be successful. So with that being said, we're gonna go forward and hop into this next topic, our last topic of the evening. Sound like a game show host or something, man. I should get on like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Is that your final answer? All right.
Became a hero. If he lived, media would have made him a villain. Wow, yo, DJ Frag, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, go through the chat. Go through the chat before we start this up.
Yeah, I'm about to run through real quick. That's why I watch for project consistency. How many albums do you take? Keep it fire. Rise said, if we talking about GOATs based on metrics, I believe should matter. Spitter is a GOAT. Heard you. Spitter is a GOAT. Instadro said Pac recorded 9 to 15 songs a day. His work ethic was insane. Wow. Rise said, Mar, my nigga, we on the same time. And Rockstar Role Model said Pac died and became a hero. If he lived, media would have made him a villain. Rockstar Role Model. He also said Shaking My Head, Lil Nas X. Urban Classic said Nah, B. Rise said OBJ. I don't know what the fuck. But DJ Frag, yeah, I said that. Linda Starr, thanks for tuning in. Please come back every day.
Word. Appreciate y'all. So let's go ahead and let's pull this last video up so you guys can know where we got this from. Does appearance relate to success?
Rapper producer from Ohio. He said, artists, producers, beware. A lot of people are just fans of your success, not your music. It's a difference.
If I had to pick one, I got to call it BS. Only because, I think that people have to look shit up. And motherfuckers is lazy. If they can't click on it immediately and read it, they don't do it. And when you look at a lot of the streaming services, they usually don't have, that option for the credits. When I was a kid, it was nothing better than opening up a package and reading the credits, who produced the songs. Kids don't do that no more. Everything is just click sharing real fast. So it's a little bit hard for them to probably, get that information.
I'm going big facts. A lot of people really fuck with the wave, and the wave is usually the success. Fetty Wap comes to mind. Fetty Wap's still putting out good music, but is he hot right now? Nah.
Yeah.
So everybody who was a fan of him a couple years ago, where them niggas at? Yeah, you have your core, but a lot of people really just fuck with you for your success.
They did not pay us for that, so just putting that out there.
They need to pay us for that shit.
Word. Make sure y'all watch Quality Time, not Everyday Struggle. But anyways,
word.
Besides the
fuck complex.
Besides the point. Now, shout out to them and everybody over there and what they do.
Yes.
But I just got a question, man. Does appearance equate to success? Do you need to put on a certain look in order to be successful? Do you have to show that you are being successful on your Instagram to gain more fans? We live in this social media society where a lot of it is what I show you, not what's actually happening. What's your take on it, Milhouse? How do you feel about that? Especially you being a DJ. Do you see that happens in the DJ world? No shade.
Yeah, of course. Of course. There's some DJs that can't DJ that are booked all the time, and it's just they get booked by the right people, and it's a trickle down effect.
Yep.
That happens all the time. I've only been in the game 2 years, and I see that that shit happens all the time. But I kind of think it goes hand in hand a little. I'm not saying buying gold chains, but I'm saying the way you carry yourself, appearance wise. When I step out the house, I make sure I look a certain way. You even changed your shirt before this.
Exactly.
Before we got on the air,
right. Real shit.
You get what I'm saying? You got to carry yourself a certain way. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying go buy a big gold chain, but you have to come out looking like something.
You somebody kid. You came from somebody. You feel me?
Yeah.
My mom always told me that when I was a kid, yo, if you ever step outside, make sure you presentable. So I took it to the point where my nigga, I wouldn't even wear slides outside. You feel what I'm saying? Or have my feet out and shit. I got real shit. I couldn't go outside in socks and shit like that. What I seen all my niggas doing, wearing a do-rag, none of that. I would not do that shit because I'm my mom told me, make sure I'm presentable. You feel me? And then I'm big and I'm black. Nigga, I'm 6 feet 220. Like, nigga, I need to be presentable for somebody think I'm a bum and try to clap me because they think nobody care. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can't risk that. So,
But,
and if we talking about like in like hip hop and shit, then nigga, come on. Like, I make music, dogs. Appearance is everything, my nigga. Appearance is everything. Half of these niggas don't even do the shit that they say they do, but it's just the appearance that they gotta keep up. Look at motherfucking Lil Tecca, bro. Like, you feel me? Lil Tecca and Ransom, bro. Look at Slim Jesus. Look at any of these. Look at NLE Chopper. Not NLE Chopper. Well, him too. He only 16. He not. Look at Blueface. That's who I meant. You heard what his mom was saying. Like, I don't know who Blueface is. I know who my son is, but this person that he's becoming, like, my nigga is capping. It's all cap and it's all entertainment. So I guess there's value to it. Cause a clown get dressed up like a clown. You feel what I'm saying? He don't go into but you feel me? Like, he don't go entertain with his beard out and shit and like looking like a 30-year-old fucking nigga. Like, he dresses up like a clown to entertain. So there's merit to it. Like, it definitely helped. But when it comes to the lifestyle, that image, that's the shit that's like, all right, blood, like, because now you're making it unrealistic, and then people that don't want to keep up with that or not willing to put themselves in jeopardy, like becoming a scammer or selling drugs or whatever, so they could buy all that shit. Now you just removing that whole side of that whole part of the talent pool from the equation, because they can't even get a shot because they don't look the part, which is fucking stupid, because they probably better than some of the niggas that do look the part. You feel me? But like, it's the world. It's the world we live in. The bad bitch always gonna get the attention. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
but that shit don't always. That's what I was saying. Like, you gotta actually be doing the work though too. Because you gotta act, because you might see these girls out here winning right now. They bottle girls and stuff like that. But they got a small window of doing. You only gonna look like that for have like a small window for that. Like, this only back to the DJing. It's only so long you're gonna last not being able to actually DJ and
talk about it.
Yeah, real DJing matters. It's only so long that you're gonna be able to last as a DJ and really not be able to DJ. Eventually, people are gonna stop booking you, and you're gonna stop getting work, and it's just, and then you could still have this whole appearance to keep up. So like, you actually gotta be doing the work. Like, I think about that every time I put something out to the world, because people only see what you allow them to see. So like, I'm making sure that I'm here, like, up all times of night doing what I'm supposed to do, rather than like, and not just putting stuff out there for people to see and think, oh, he's living the world, he's running around with boss. Like, I'm really working. Like,
word. Real shit.
100%. Nah, that's
for itself.
That's real. I just want to hop into the chat because we got a lot going on over here. Let's Star Music says, yeah, people don't read the credits anymore. That's literally what drove me to do music. Lots of people just join what sounds hot for the moment, and it puts pressure on artists and writers who want to be authentic. Rise X Deegan says, this is why I appreciate rappers that live what they say. Let's Star Music says, it happens too often, and if it's built on the Instagram hype, like how many followers you have, especially. I'm going to skip through a little bit. Rise X Deegan says, fake it till you make it. Naturally Shay says, this topic is good because we live in a social media era. If your views aren't up there, or if someone famous doesn't repost you, then you're probably not hot yet. Rise X Deegan says, but what happens when the pressure for dudes who have chosen between faking it and putting in work?
It's too much.
Let's see. We're going to skip through a little bit. Naturally says, example, the two boys that got a repost from Meek. I ain't know who they was until Meek posted, and now they are in the shade room with Rick Ross bopping. Oh, that was the one that everybody made the meme out of.
I thought she was talking about Roddy Ricch. I don't know who.
I think it's that video that everybody was making the meme out of, like when you get tacos at like 3 a.m. or something like that.
Oh, with Rick Ross?
Yeah, dancing. Yeah.
That nigga, look, he was looking crazy.
He's happy. Joe says,
go ahead, bro.
I think nowadays image and appearance is so important to listeners. As ironic as that sounds, we live in a media market marketing-driven society. So you need some appeal visually to grab your audience. 100%, 100%.
I like how this nigga put a little like flow to their comment and shit. Like, so what do you mean?
Linstar Music says appearance is everything. Sadly, agreed. It's all for entertainment and putting your brand out there. Skipping through. Sorry if I am see y'all, but Peralta knows best says appearance is definitely something. It's not just what you look like, but what you work. But the work you look like, ooh, like you're putting
the work
in.
You look like you're putting in.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. Like I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, that's like what you said.
Yeah, you have to be putting in that work. You have to. It's a must.
Yeah. Right.
Deem, you know, because there's 1,000 DJs in New York.
100%. Then it's a million DJs across the world, and it's so easy to look like a DJ. Here's the thing: it's so easy to look. I'm not even gonna say DJ. It's so easy to look like a musician. It's so easy to look like a musician.
True.
But the thing is with talent is that it comes down to skill. And skill set is, in my opinion, skill set is what separates those people that are capping and those who are not capping. If you ain't got a skill set, like you said, there's a very small window for you. There's only so far that you can go. There's reasons why Jay-Z ends up in the Jay-Z level. There's reasons why Beyonce is in the Beyonce level. There's reasons why J. Cole, and we can go beyond music, but there are reasons why people are there. And it's not about the talent. It's that skill set that they continuously worked on time after time, sharpening that sword. So their swords are still sharp right now. They could go out into any battle. Jay-Z could drop an album tomorrow morning with all of this hype. And I bet you because of this hype, he's going to have the #1 album that's out right now. Because he sharpened those swords, he's got that skill level there. Yeah, appearance is cool, but it's limited. It's limited. It's only going to take you but so far. So you're 100% right, man. I agree with you. Everything you said, like just the DJ game, the music game in general, it's easy to look like a musician. Remember that. And also, I dropped this on my story yesterday. Remember, if you are in this game, it does not come with a retirement plan, all right? Just remember that.
You gotta build that, and that's why I invest my fucking money. If you don't invest your money, you're bugging. I invest in myself. I invest in stocks. I invest in crypto. I invest in my people. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So that's how I go. You gotta. It's about equity and return on investment, ROI. Look them shits up. Rise X Deegan said, "Yo, no funny. I take none of the new artists seriously." Peralta said, hold on. Naturally said Peralta exactly. People look like this but doesn't match their reality. Cartier cool. What's goody, bro? BK's in the building. You already know. Peralta knows best. As a YouTuber, if I'm not putting content out consistently, people are gonna think I'm falling out or becoming lazy. Zaddy T said perception is key. Followers are attracted to the what? Are attracted to the attractive.
Yeah.
Looking the part is inaugural. Okay, heard you. Peralta knows best at exactly and knowledge. Rise said, "Mom, I'm surprised y'all ain't talk about TJ X6 filming himself walking in the bank. These new kids are different." Yeah, we talked about it last week. That nigga,
yeah,
man, naturally Shay. Oh, when he paid the cops to take him on stage, fucking clown. Zaddy T said, "You can't say that because Rihanna and really what? I'm guessing I mean can because Rihanna can really sing. Oh, can't really sing at all. But Jay knew what he was doing when he took her on. She's bad, and look at Rihanna now.
She sharpened her skills. That's what I'm getting at. It's about sharpening the skill set. You can get in the game as having a subpar level of talent, but if you are in the game, sharpen those swords so you can continue to be in that position. That's what I'm saying. Because this game don't come with a retirement plan. Nobody want to see a 67-year-old DJ. Nobody want to hear a 70-year-old rapper. I'm sorry. Your time in this, you might love it, but your time in this is limited. If you are trying to live off of this forever, it's limited.
That's real shit.
Word, man. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna wrap this up a little bit. Not a little bit. We're gonna wrap this up. Yo, Milhouse, man. Let everybody know what you got going on, where they can find you. Anything. I know you got a couple events coming up. Let them know.
Yeah. Well, you can find me on the gram at Milhouse NYC. That's MILHOUSE NYC. 1 L. Please don't put 2 L's in my name. I hate that shit. You could come check me out this weekend at the DL rooftop for my monthly summer daytime party, the Segway. Also got a couple of other events coming up this week. I'll announce it on my Instagram. If you want to be part of my weekly email, you can just DM me on my Instagram as well. I'm running around New York City. You probably seen me before. I'm a nerdy looking kid with glasses. I look just like Milhouse. That's why my name is Milhouse. You can't miss me. If you ever see me in the streets, come up, talk to me. That's pretty much it. Like, yeah. Shout out to y'all for having me. This was fun. I can't front. Some interesting topics.
Thank you for coming on.
Looks, bro.
Yeah,
really appreciate it. Thank
you. Yo, before we go too, I'm gonna throw a shameless plug out there. Yo, the 23rd, Friday the 23rd, I'm dropping my next single, Infinite Music. Go check that shit out. I'm dropping it through United Masters, so it's gonna be everywhere. I usually do it.
Make sure y'all go check that.
But you feel me? Check that out. Bump that, cruise to that in your whip. Trust me, I'm probably better than your favorite artist. And yeah, you can suck my dick if you feel differently. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, this brings. Okay, the baby.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm supposed to feel that way, right? That's what y'all saying. So, there's a lot more coming. And my nigga Cartier, cool. He in the chat. Me and him got some shit on the way. So that's
talk about it
out too. You feel me? Yo, it's your boy LAUD Sama. I'm gonna talk my shit because nobody else gonna do it for me.
Word, DJ Deem, man. I'm just DJ. That's really good, and I like music. All right, later, y'all.
All right,
we out. Credits.
Roll credits. Yep. I'm cut on my end.